When scammers pick up the phone, they think they're about to use the same playbook they've used 1,000 times before. Smooth talk, fake urgency, and a script designed to pressure people into handing over their codes or money. But when I answer, the script doesn't get them very far. Instead of playing along, I drag things out, flip their own tricks back on them, and waste as much of their time as possible. And the longer the call goes, the more the cracks become visible. Their patient runs thin. Patient. Their patience runs thin, their story falls apart, and eventually they can't hold it together anymore. Stick around to the end because in this call you're going to hear how Stick around to the end because in this call you're going to hear how a scammer's perfect plan collides with somebody who refuses to play by the rules. And now, on to the call.
Host, Kenneth Spencer, whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, Spencer. My name is Carl Thompson. I received a phone call, a weird phone call earlier today saying something about I won a prize and to call this number to try to claim. Is this the right number that I need to be, or right department I need to be talking to?
Of course, that should be accurate. Now, you said you received a phone call.
Well, I did get a phone call and they left a voicemail saying to call this number.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alrighty then. So, firstly, I definitely have to verify if you were actually in fact selected as the winner. These calls tend to, we do have situations a lot recently where a lot of clients are complaining about receiving calls about they've won, which haven't been true. So what I can do for you here is I just need to verify your first and last name along with your zip code. See if I can pull up a profile just to verify if you're actually selected as a winner.
Okay, yeah. My name is Carl Thompson.
All right, thank you so much for patiently holding. I do apologize for the long hold. I was able to verify that you were, in fact, selected as a winner in the Publishers Clearinghouse 71st year anniversary.
Oh,
You
awesome.
attracted a cash award payout valued at $1 million, along with a bonus of $5,000 a week for life. So congratulations. Yes, you have been selected as a winner here with the Publishers Clearinghouse.
Wait a second. You're saying that I won $1 million and 5,000 a week?
Yes, you have been subjected to $1 million, which will be delivered to you in the form of a certified cashier check. Once the prize materializes at your residence, they'll also submit the paperwork, which you'll then set up your direct deposit, or if you so desire to receive
Oh my
your
god.
$5,000
Oh my god.
a
Oh my
week in
god. Oh my
check.
god. This is real. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Oh my god, Spencer. Okay, so I'm sorry. This is completely blowing
I
my
do
mind right now.
understand.
What?
Of course. Take your time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so
I
um,
understand how overwhelmed you must
what
feel at the moment. That's okay. No problem.
what all do I? Yeah, give me just 1 second, okay? Oh my god. Okay, so Spencer, I'm sorry. What all do I need to do to be able to claim this? Do I need
Well,
to do anything, or do I just need to like wait at my house for you guys to get here? Like what?
Well, uh, all right. At this current point in time, what is required is you just provide us with a suitable day and time in which you'd be home and readily available to claim your certified cashier's check. We'll move forward with having your delivery scheduled.
Okay. Okay. So what is the soonest I can be able to get this?
Well, the soonest date available for delivery, from what I've seen here on my system, would be Tuesday, August 19th, 2025, at 3:30 p.m.
At 3:30?
Yes, that's the soonest date I see available. There are a few
Okay.
deliveries to be carried out, so yours will be the second delivery tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, yeah,
Spencer.
that is tomorrow,
Spencer. So you
Tuesday.
know, I'm also taking notes on this, just so I can be able to keep track of what's all going on. Um,
Of course.
oh my God, this is amazing. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and set up for that. Set up for tomorrow at 3:30.
Okay, so tomorrow would work for you. Tomorrow, August 19th, 2025, at 3:30 p.m.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So I move forward with having that scheduled for you. Now, upon delivery, you should have within your possession a valid proof of identification along with your claimer's
So,
receipt. You
a
present
valid
both
proof of
documents to the price,
identification, would that be like my driver's
a
license or
driver's
social
license or state
security
ID that is
card or what?
no, social security card would not work. It has to be a picture ID, driver's license, or a state ID that is not currently expired.
Okay, yeah, I've got my driver's license, so I can use that.
Right. Now, also, you are required to have within your possession your claimer's receipt. You'd present both documents to the press patrol once they've arrived at your residence. Once authenticated, they'll sign off on your check, and you should be good to go.
Okay,
Did
so
you have
where
any
do I get my
queries, any
claimer's
problems?
receipt?
Your claimer's receipt would have been submitted to you with your notification. So just double check your notification. You can scan through your notification, right? And look for a
Um,
tag that says.
let me look because I wrote down everything that was in the voicemail. Um, Publishers Clearinghouse with
That was in the
regards
what?
to the voicemail. Publishers Clearinghouse
Mm,
with regards
so
to
hold
a
on.
delivery
Hold on.
house.
You received a voicemail?
Yeah, it was a voicemail.
You received a voicemail. Okay. And it was not an email or a letter in the mail.
No.
Uh, that seems strange. All right. All right. Do you mind if I place you in a brief hold while I check something here real quick? It maybe take up to 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Is
not
that
a
okay?
problem. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that. Hold on. So what we were doing is we were looking into your claimer's receipt, right? And
Yes.
from what I'm seeing here, right? Giving the restrictions implemented by your state, that is why you received that form of notification. Because what has happened is with states like Arizona and Texas and Connecticut, Virginia, because telemarketing is at a all-time high, a lot of these states have been solicited and restricted. They have been flagged. So restrictions implemented by the Federal Trade Commission, that is why you received a phone notification, all right, which would mean
Oh,
that you would
okay.
have to generate a claimer's receipt. So the state is forcing you to pick one up, right? We're not able to submit a letter in the mail to you given Federal Trade Commission restrictions,
Okay,
right?
so
So
does it normally, because you were saying something about whether I got it in an email or not. So does it normally
yes,
come in an email or is it usually by phone or
right. Usually, for most states, right? Not for most, because ever since 2021, with the investigation from the Federal Trade Commission, there has been a lot of restrictions, and you have to understand that. Because telemarketing is at a all-time high, that is why they are clamping down on a lot of states, and they're not really giving any leniency,
Oh
right?
yeah,
So
okay.
for a few
Okay.
states, there aren't any restrictions. We can just show up at their door. For some states, it's letters. For some states, it's email. For some states, it's both. But for a certain few states, it's strictly a phone call. Right?
Oh.
So your state was flagless for a phone call. So that is why you were not received a detailed notification letter in the mail. Right? So what will happen is you'd have to generate a claimer's receipt at any one of the consortium of manufacturers, local sponsors. Because like I said, you see the claimer's receipt? The claimer's receipt is what the company used to waive the 32.2 tax percentage that is extracted with their cash or payout, right?
Oh, okay.
So because you know how you said you work, so you know how the system works. Whenever you're getting a government benefit check, a payroll check, whatever it is, they always try to withdraw the taxes first before it's deposited into your account or
Oh
before you
yeah, they
receive your
they
check
always
or
try to
whatever it
take
is.
taxes out first
Yes,
for everything.
exactly. So because we try to waive that 32.2 taxes, certain states implement these restrictions in order to hinder you from doing so, right? So because you would be now required to, because nothing works without a claimer's receipt,
Oh, okay.
right? Nothing works without a claimer's receipt, and they won't allow the price patrol access into the state if it doesn't show in the system that you generated a claimer's receipt, right?
Okay.
Because they want you to go through that system. So you'd have to purchase sorry, I used the word purchase loosely. My apologies. You'd have to generate a claimer's receipt from any one of the consortium of manufacturers, local sponsors, right? That in fact that intends allow the state to get some portion of tax from within your funds.
Okay.
That's what
So
that's a
where
loophole
what
that they found it.
you said that I'd have to go to one of these sponsors to generate this
A
claimer's
claimer's
receipt.
receipt.
So
So
what are the
brand
sponsors? Like, can I
all
go to
right.
my
So there
local
should
courthouse and do this, or do I
all
have
right.
any federal building will work, or do I have to go to a specific, like, is it a company?
No, like I said, these are brands that are affiliated with the consortium of manufacturers. So most of the time, this would include like Rite Aid, Fred Meyer's, Kroger's, I think Walgreens, CVS Pharmacy. These are just a
Oh,
few that
I've
I
got a
can name right off
Walgreens,
the top
like,
of my head.
yeah, I've got a Walgreens like 2 blocks away from my house.
So you have a Walgreens that you can just walk to, right?
Oh yeah, well I could if I want to, but it's like
Gotcha,
honestly, it's
gotcha.
like 110 degrees outside, and I really don't want to
Right, right.
walk in 110
Gotcha.
degree weather. But yeah, I've got a Walgreens like 5 minutes away from my house.
Okay, well, I do believe a Walgreens would work perfectly. Now, what would be required is the accounts department here at the Publishers Clearinghouse will pull the barcode from your certified cashier's check. Right now, there's a stamp imprinted on your certified cashier's check by the Better Business Bureau. The accounts department will pull the barcode, have the barcode submitted to you. You would then use this barcode. You take this barcode to the Walgreens. You take it to the cashier, right? You show it to the cashier. They scan it and then they hand you your claimer's receipt, right? Do
Oh,
you
okay.
have a cell phone?
Yeah, I'm actually talking right now on my cell phone.
Okay. All right. So I guess firstly, what I would need you to do is verify your cell phone number.
My cell phone number.
All right. Now, like again, let me just explain the process to you again. Sorry. The accounts department pulls a barcode. They submit the barcode to you via text message. Once you're able to receive the barcode and pull up the barcode, you will then take the barcode to the clerk, the cashier in the Walgreens, right? You show it to the cashier, they scan your barcode. Now, to protect the confidentiality and the security of your delivery and your cash award payout, no customer service agent, no tour manager, no clerk will have any knowledge about your cash award payout or about your delivery or about the fact that you were selected as a winner. So all that they would be required to do is scan the barcode, then that generates your claimer's receipt. They won't have any knowledge about the details. What will happen is on that receipt you'll have a confirmation number, right? Because you would have used the barcode from the certified cashier's check
Okay,
to
so would I
generate your
be
claimer's
showing
receipt.
them a barcode, or would I be showing them a confirmation number?
You would be showing them a barcode. I do believe it does come with a confirmation number as well, to be honest. Right?
Okay.
So you would be showing them a barcode that they are at the Walgreens. Now, where were we before I moved there? Let me see what's happening. Now, okay, so your delivery has already been scheduled for tomorrow in the afternoon,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So the formal
tomorrow at 3:30.
right. So tomorrow, so the formal details will be required, right? So we'll submit that. I'll just submit that before I sign off from work. They'll have that, and they'll move forward with your delivery. All right.
Okay, so
Now,
just so
what?
I understand everything that is going on, I'm going to be getting a barcode with a confirmation number text to my phone. Is that correct?
Correct. And then
Okay,
you would
so then
take
I
this
take
barcode
that
to the
and I go
Walgreens.
to Walgreens and I
Hmm.
show them this barcode and what
They'll
exactly will they
scan it.
say? They'll scan it, and what exactly will
Yes.
they say?
They'll scan it, and they won't say anything. You just show them the barcode. They'll scan it, and then they'll hand you your claim license.
Okay.
Right?
And
Uh,
like, is it a like paper receipt? Like if I'm purchasing something, or will it be a piece of paper? Like, what exactly is it?
yes, it's like purchasing something. So they scan the barcode, the receipt is printed, they hand it to you.
Okay.
Right. So what I'll do is now the delicate information about the barcode is right. Your barcode to protect you and the confidentiality of your certified cashier's check. Your barcode rejuvenates every hour. So within an hour, the barcode expires. Right. So after an hour, you can't receive the barcode. After an hour, the barcode expires. You then have to get a new one. In the event that that happens, you'd have to contact that department to request a new barcode. All right?
Okay.
All right. So the situation with the barcode, right? Were you wanting me to get the accounts department to provide that to you now, or were you going to wait until a later date to generate that?
Honestly, if you want to just send it to me now, that'd be great.
Okay, well, like I said, it's only valid for an hour, so you only have an hour from the time that you receive it to make sure you generate your claimer's receipt and have it in your possession. And it is much safer to have it within your possession from now. So once they arrive in the state tomorrow, the IRS is able to verify that you did generate a claimer's receipt, and nothing can hinder your delivery.
Okay. Yeah. Like, honestly, as soon as we get off the phone, I'll probably just drive over to the Walgreens and get this taken care of.
Alrighty then. So let me
Now,
just
I don't have to like pay any money for this, or like give any money or anything when I go to the cashier.
typically with these types of situations, that is normally required. They normally do charge a fee because that's why they're trying to force you to do it that way. That's why they want you to generate your claimer's receipt that way
Okay.
rather
Do you
than
know
me
how
just sending
much?
one to you.
Do you know how much typically it is?
No, see, it varies for state to state. States vary, cities vary. So once I generate the barcode, that's when I'd be able to provide you with any amounts or fees. Is is there something particular that you were worried about? Like, were you
Oh,
worried
no,
that it
no,
may
no,
be
no,
too
no.
high?
No. I have some money in my bank account. I'm fine with that. I just don't like unexpected dollar amounts. So, like, if it's,
Oh, oh, so you wouldn't
it,
want to just show up there and then they're telling you about funds. That's what
yeah,
you mean.
I don't want to show up and them tell me, oh, hey, by the way, this is going to cost, you know, $10, or hey,
Oh,
by the way, this is going to cost $1,000. I don't want. I don't like the unexpectedness. So if I knew ahead of time, I'd be like, okay, yeah, not a problem. I knew that already. Spencer told me about that already. Here you go.
right.
Not a
So
problem.
so definitely once we generate the barcode, then it would tell us right then and there. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so am I staying on the phone with you while you're generating that barcode, or are you going to be calling
Yes.
me back, or?
I'll just place you on hold for about a few minutes. I'll get them to generate the barcode. They'll text it to you, and should be good to go. It will be submitted to you by a local number. So just let me place you on hold for about 1 or 2 minutes. Get that barcode. Have it texted to you. Is
Okay,
that
yeah,
okay?
not a problem.
All right. Thank you for your time. Hold on. Now you said you checked your text messages and there was no barcode at all submitted to you.
No, I did get a phone call from another number. I don't know if they're associated with you or not, but I did get a missed call from a number, but that's about it. I have not received any kind of text message
All
or
right.
anything.
Yes. Sorry about that call. I do apologize again. Were you able to receive your barcode finally?
Yeah. Well, I've got 3 different copies of the same barcode, but yes.
Oh, my apologies. I guess they were trying to send it over and over again. Okay, so
Yeah.
you received it. I'm thinking you probably would have gone a few minutes out of it already. All right. So from what I'm seeing here, once you've received your barcode again, you just take your barcode to the Walgreens, you show it to the cashier, they scan it. You have probably like 50 minutes or 55 minutes, given the time frame that you may have received it already. All right.
Okay.
And once you take your barcode to the Walgreens, you should be good to go.
Okay.
What else do we need to cover?
Well, I
Hold
had
on.
asked you earlier about if there's going to be any kind of fee or anything I have to pay for this, and you said that you'd be able to answer that once we did generate the barcodes. So, is there going to be a fee or
Correct.
anything that I have to pay?
Yes, from what I'm seeing here, the fee is $262.23.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time so I can write it down?
Yeah, so the fee I have here is $262.23.
Okay. So, $262.23. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So once you go to the Walgreens, you show the cashier your barcode. Once you show her your barcode, she's not going to say anything to you. So you show her your barcode and you tell her, I want to add dish cash using this barcode. You show her the barcode, you hand her the cash, they scan it. Once they've completed it, they'll hand you your receipt, and you should be good to go. All right. If you have any queries, any questions, any issues at all, you contact the publisher's clearinghouse. All right. Remember, you have like less than an hour now before your barcode expires. If you have any issues at all, you can contact the department. You can always ask for me. I'll be more than willing to assist you. All right.
Like I said, it's like 5 minutes away. So, and from what you're saying, this process should be pretty quick. So give me like 15 minutes and I can give you a
Okay.
call back, okay?
Alrighty then. Like I said, you should be good to go. Should be good to go. Once you just take the barcode to the Walgreens, you show it to the cashier. They should. I'm guessing what will happen is it will cost a fee, or it shouldn't even cost a fee. So I'm guessing, with regards to what's happening, how much should I say was again? Was $262, correct?
Yes, $262.23.
Right. Definitely. So so you just go there, show them the cash, show the cashier your barcode. She scans it, you hand her the cash. I'm not sure if they accept. I'm not sure how Arizona works. I'm not sure if they accept like debit or credit cards, but I know for a fact you just hand them the cash, show them the barcode. You say to her or him, I want to add cash using this barcode. Show them the barcode, they scan the barcode, you hand them the cash, you should be good to go.
Okay, is it okay if I just round up the total to $263, or does it have to be the $262.23? Is it okay that I round it up?
Yeah, it should be okay. I don't think there should be a problem. Like any issues. It should be okay.
Okay, yeah, not a problem then. And at least that way, I don't. I honestly, I hate dealing with change, so I don't want to carry around
Right,
change or
right, right,
anything. And
right,
it's
right.
easier to just tell a cashier, hey, I want $263 to this link, or not link, but to this barcode, and we should be good.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, like I said, just let them know you want to add cash because they'll that because, like I said, they won't have any information. That's to protect you and the confidentiality of the information. So they won't have any information. So just let them know I want to. Hey, good evening. I want to add cash using this barcode. You show them the barcode. They scan it. You hand them the cash.
Okay, yeah, not a problem.
Alrighty then. And like I said, you should be okay with running it off. I don't think that should cause a problem at all. No problems whatsoever.
Okay. So give me like 15 minutes and I can give you a call back.
Alrighty then. No problem. Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Thank you so much for your time.
Yep, goodbye.
Publishers Clearinghouse, Kenneth Spencer speaking. How may I assist you?
Spencer?
Yes, Kenneth Spencer here. How may I assist you? Carl?
Yeah, it's Carl.
Yeah, from you said Spencer. What's up? How may I assist you?
Hey, so I went to the Walgreens and I showed them that barcode, and they were saying that for some reason it wasn't able to scan. It wasn't going through. They were saying
Oh,
that it was either something on my phone or the barcode itself isn't good. I don't really know. But
mm-hmm.
it wasn't going through, and I don't know what exactly was going on. They did ask where I got the code from, and I kind of panicked and walked away. I I don't really know what I need to do now.
I do apologize for the inconvenience. All right. All right. Let me see. All right.
I don't think your code could have been expired. And you said that they asked you where you got it from and you just walked away. So from what I'm guessing is they'll probably be a bit reluctant, all right?
Okay.
Especially if you should go back in there, all right?
Why would they
And
be reluctant?
like you just walked out. You get what I'm saying? They asked you a question, you just walked away. So then
Well, I mean,
they'll
you
probably
told me
be suspicious.
not to tell anybody, not to really tell anybody what this is or what it's
R-
about, and you
Right,
didn't
out of
really tell
respect,
me
out
what
of
to really tell people if they did
I do
ask. So
apologize
I
for
kind of
this.
panicked and I just decided to walk away because it'd be easier.
Yes, I understand, and I totally get where you're coming from. And again, my apologies. I do understand the inconvenience. Nevertheless, we've already gone through that. The problem is why I said that was because I'm thinking we wouldn't want to send you back in there given the situation that just played out. You get what I'm saying? So right then and there, we're looking into another solution, right? So I'm why I said that was because I'm thinking, well, we wouldn't want to send you back in there. You get what I'm saying? Because then it would
Okay.
be
Um. Now
more of an
I
interrogation.
did have a question. Why am I not allowed to tell anybody? Why am I not allowed to
Well,
tell the
I
cashiers or a
personally,
manager or
I
anyone?
well, like what I said actually was they would not have any knowledge of it to protect you and the confidentiality of your delivery,
Okay, but
right?
you
So
were saying that they're a
wasn't the
sponsor
situation.
of the Publishers Clearinghouse. They should be aware that this happens, right? I mean, I
Slow
would
down,
assume.
slow down, slow down. All right, let's
Oh,
get you
am I
back up to
talking too
speed
fast?
here.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Let me just enlighten you. Right now, they are sponsors of the consortium of manufacturers. All right, so these are brands that are affiliated with the consortium of manufacturers. Yes, we do work alongside the consortium of manufacturers. Right now, it's not necessarily that the company in itself, so Walgreens in itself, will have knowledge of this. But what we informed you is it's not like a store manager or a clerk or a cashier will have any knowledge about your delivery or about your certified cashier's check. It's not like when you walk in there and show them your barcode right then and there, everyone's going to know that you're going to win $1 million. You get what I'm saying? That's to protect you and your
Yeah,
identity because
I'm not really
that's
understanding
private.
because if they're affiliated with it and they're sponsored by it, you would assume that. I mean, I assume it doesn't happen all the time at every Walgreens around America. I'm not assuming that. What I'm saying is that you'd assume that at least the general manager or a manager or at least
Like
a
I said, like I said,
senior cashier
the
would
company in
know
itself.
about this and have received
ne-
some kind of training about it. Hello? Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yes.
And
Are you able
they've
to hear me?
received some kind of training about this, so they're aware. So I don't
Right.
understand
What
what
I was saying
exactly
to
the
you, what
secrecy
I'm
would be
saying to you,
about
right? It's
with me
not.
not.
Are you hearing me, Carl? Can
Oh,
you hear
yes.
me?
Yeah, I can
Right.
hear you.
All right.
Now,
My apologies.
about
What I was
the
saying, slow
secrecy
down, slow
about
down,
it.
slow down. What I'm
I'm
saying
sorry.
is,
Am I talking too fast again? I'm sorry.
it's
I've
not
got a
necessarily.
problem where I talk really fast sometimes, and
It's
I
not necessarily.
I have to
All right. Let
remind
me.
myself to slow down, take a breath, think about what you have to
All right.
say, and then say it. So
All right.
I'm
So,
sorry if I do speak kind of fast for you.
all right. Let me just start over. Are you hearing me clearly?
Yes, yes.
All right. So first of all, there is no secrecy involved. What I was saying to you is right. The company in itself, right? So Walgreens as a franchise, Walgreens as a company will have knowledge about deliveries. They will have some form of training about this, right? But what I was saying to you, what I was informing you of, right, earlier. Now, it's not a case where you can not tell anybody. It's your money. It's your prize. You can tell anyone you so desire. But that is on you. That is who you want to tell. So if anybody who you desire, if you so desire to tell, you can tell them, right? However, what we were enlightening you on is that a cashier or a clerk in the Walgreens in itself will not have any knowledge about your certified cashier check or about your delivery. Because, like, come on, how would that work if we were to just allow any random cashier or any random worker within a store or a
Okay,
franchise
so
to
I
have
think I'm
knowledge?
confused about your wording when you say they'll receive training on it, but they won't have any knowledge of the winnings.
What I'm
Are you
saying
meaning
with
that
regards
they
to
won't
that,
have any
well,
knowledge
hold
that
on.
I'm the winner, or any knowledge about
Exactly.
any of
Exactly.
anything
No,
related
they
to
won't
it?
have any knowledge about your winnings. They
Okay,
won't
so then
know
it
that you're a
shouldn't.
winner.
And you were saying that it's my prerogative. If I want to tell whoever I want, I can. So
Yes,
if I can,
definitely. If you so
then
desire to tell anyone you
you
want.
guys can. Once we figure out a solution for this, I should just be able to go back to that Walgreens and let them know, hey, I'm sorry about earlier. I'm extremely nervous, but I won a prize from Publishers Clearinghouse. I was instructed to come here, have you scan this code, and send what was it? I'm looking at my piece of paper right now. The $263 from my card onto or to wherever this barcode goes to pay for the what was it again? The claimer's receipt, so I can be able to receive my prize. It should be no
Right,
problem to be able
right.
to do that then,
Should
right?
and there will be no problem whatsoever, right? And that's the thing. I understand you seem like a very intelligent person, and
Oh,
I
well,
get
thank
your
you.
narratives, right? But what I want you to do is just try to see if you can comprehend my words, right? That should be no problem at all. You should be able to go there and say whatever and tell anyone whatever, right? What I was saying to you is, right, the franchise in itself will have the knowledge, right? But no random cashier will just be able to know about your prize, about your winnings. That it's not. That's what we were referring to. So I was saying that
Okay,
you
so
couldn't
me
particular
telling the
you.
cashier should be no problem then.
And again, I said before, it's definitely not a problem. I was just saying you would not be able to ask them any questions about your price per se. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I
So
mean
that
they're not going to have any knowledge of if how much I
that's all we were
won,
referring to.
or
Or the
that I won the
exactly. So
5K a week kind of prize.
exactly,
They're
that's
not
all
going to
we were
have any
referring to.
knowledge of that, but they'll
That's all we
be
were referring to.
somewhat
That's all I
aware
was referring to.
of there might be one day somebody who comes in to try to get a claimer's receipt to be able to claim their prize.
Right, like I said, they know what's going on, but like that's you're 100% accurate. They won't have any knowledge about you or your prize or what you won or how you won. That was what I was referring to. If
Okay.
you so desire, if she asked you where did you get this barcode from, and you told her, well, I won this part from the Publishers Clearinghouse. They sent me the barcode. Of course, should be no problem whatsoever. Everything should be fine on that front. We just informed you ahead of time that they wouldn't have any knowledge about your prize per se. You get what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah, yeah.
understand in these
No,
types
no,
of
I
situations
understand
you'd
that
go.
now. I
Right,
understand that
right.
now.
Right. So, they tried to scan the barcode, and they said it wasn't being able to scan. Was it a case where this was something she's never done before, or what type of situation
She
was it?
did kind of fumble around with it, so I'm not sure if it's something that she's never done before, or if it was just the scanner she was using wasn't scanning the code itself off of my phone. I couldn't really tell. But she basically said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not working. It's either something with your phone or with the barcode itself, but it's not scanning." And she said, if you want, I can get I can get a manager over here to try to figure it out. And then started asking me questions about like, okay, well, where did you get this barcode from? Who sent it to you? And when she got to those kind of questions, I kind of panicked and walked away.
Gotcha. Gotcha. 100%. I understand.
Now am I able to ask you a couple more questions about my prize?
Of course you are. All right. Let me
Awesome.
just see if we
So
can verify this.
with
Hold on.
my
Hold on.
prize though,
I'm hearing a lot
um,
of. Slow down. Slow
with
down.
my
I'm
prize,
hearing.
my
Hello. Can you hear me, Mr. Thompson? Are
yes,
you able to
yes.
hear me?
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing a lot of background noise. Where are you at the moment?
I'm in my house. I've got my living room TV on.
Oh, okay. Because I was hearing a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I've got
Right?
my living
All
room
right.
TV on, and I've got a radio playing in a different room. I like the background noise. It keeps me kind of mellow.
Okay, it was
Um,
confusing me for a bit because then you're talking and I'm hearing a lot of this noise, so I was a bit confused.
yeah,
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
that's fine.
Now with what I was saying with my prize, you guys are able to show up tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so where are you guys flying out from?
New York. We're flying out from New York, Jericho, New York.
Jericho. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that where the main office is?
Yes, correct.
Oh, I did not. Well, I mean, I never knew where the main office was, uh, but that's interesting. I didn't know it was in New York.
Mm-hmm. We're
Okay.
located in Jericho, New York, so that's where the prize patrol will be flying out.
Okay. So, my the basics of my question come from time frame because I have flown to the East Coast before, and I know
Mm-hmm.
that it can take a very long time. It could take about
Mm-hmm.
12 hours to fly from the East Coast because I
Mm-hmm.
have family in Maine, and it
Mm-hmm.
takes about give or take 12, 13 hours to
Yeah,
fly
it's a
from
very
Maine
long flight.
to
Mm-hmm.
Arizona. Are you guys going to be able to meet the time frame of the 3:30 time frame for
I
tomorrow?
can't,
Because even
I
if you
can't
leave
guarantee.
now, like right this second, and the plane takes off right now, I mean that's going to be kind of pushing it.
Well, like I said, I can't guarantee, but due to the necessary, because we checked it, right? So when we started the data, we looked to see if there were any other available dates, right? I submitted it right away. So once you hung the call up and your delivery is scheduled, we submitted it right away, right? You know, they travel to the state with their very own private airplane, right? So
Oh,
that's
you
how
guys
they
have your
travel
so
to
you
the
guys
state.
are traveling like commercial planes. You're taking a private plane.
Correct.
Okay, well that cuts down a lot of time. And are you going to be flying like with the giant check on the plane, or because I see on the commercials the giant check and everything, and are you guys going to be
Yes,
flying
and they
with
will be
that?
presenting the yes, the prize patrol will be traveling with the check as well, of course.
Okay, and my other question is, who's all going to be showing up for the delivery people? Because again, on TV, I've seen the commercials where there's like three or four people, and usually a
Right,
celebrity. Usually, like what's that TV show host? Steve Harvey. He shows up
right, sure.
and presents the prize and everything, and there's balloons and champagne and
Right.
a
For
camera
marketing
crew and
purposes,
everything.
not right, right.
Am I going to be getting something like that or not? Because we haven't really
Yes,
discussed it.
yes, of course. What happens is after delivery is scheduled, they try to authorize whoever it is they're traveling with. All right. Typically, they authorize their like they get in touch with the county sheriff, the marketing team. So then they travel to your residence. So it will be three agents, right, along with their security details from the publishers clearinghouse. So that's five representatives, three from the prize patrol, and then their security detailed, and then they should be
So that's
traveling
two
with the marketing
different
crew.
security details or two different security people.
Yes, two of them, along with the three prize patrol
So are they
agents.
like private security or are they like law enforcement?
They're typically private security.
Okay. Okay. So they're not really they're basically just there for the security for the representatives, or are
For
they security
no,
for
no, they're security
everything?
for everything and everyone within the area,
Okay.
right? And then so they're technically a part of the marketing crew. So it should it should be about a few people, unless of course you're not interested in that. But otherwise, that is the standard procedure. Not every delivery gets
Oh
completed
no,
with like
I'm completely fine with the team showing up. I'm fine with the two security people. But the one thing I am really curious about, well, two things really, is am I going to be getting a TV crew, and two, am I going to be getting a celebrity?
All right, with regard to the celebrity, I'm not 100% sure. With regard to the celebrity, majority of the times it's a surprise. So, with regards to them reaching out to celebrity when it's about the timing and how everything flows and how it works. So, if they're able to
Okay, so
schedule
basically you have a list of celebrities and you pull from that list whoever is available?
No, not necessarily a list. What they do have is we have a lot of affiliates, right? So again, it's all about availability and working with the time frame. So if they are available and they are able to work with the time frame, then they will be presented. So it's like really and truly, it's 2 in a million that really gets the celebrity travel with them, and it's not really always celebrity. It's more like comedians, talk show hosts, those type of people.
Okay, so uh, comedians, talk show hosts, people who,
Yeah,
uh,
game show hosts. That
oh,
yes,
okay, okay,
this is right. So, and then they will be traveling with the camera crew for marketing purposes. They'll be taking the videos and pictures, right? For marketing purposes. They use that for media platforms or social media platforms and TV platforms.
okay. Is there a chance that I might be able to select who I want?
No, not necessarily, because like I said, it's always a surprise. So it's after moving forward to delivery, they're able to get a contact involved. So it's typically always a surprise.
Okay,
So it's not like it's something you'll know beforehand. You get what I'm saying?
okay, yeah, yeah. It'll be a surprise who shows up. There's no guarantee on exactly who it is, but it'll be
You're
somebody.
right. And it may not even be there may not even be a celebrity, to be honest. Like it may just be Daniel Lamb, Todd Salone, Dave Sawyer, the Prize Patrol team themselves.
I'm sorry, who is it?
The Daniel Lamb, Todd Salone, Dave Sawyers, the
Okay,
Prize
and who
Patrol
are
team.
they?
They're the Prize Patrol team. That's the Publishers Clearinghouse Prize Patrol.
Oh, okay. So that's the people that are going to be delivering the prize.
Right.
Okay. Um, okay. That will work. Is there going to be a legal team?
Of course.
Okay.
The
I want to
details
make
will be
sure
there to
because
sign.
I don't have a lawyer right now, but
Mm-hmm.
knowing that all of this is going to be happening, it'd probably be a good idea that I do have my own kind of lawyer to look over the paperwork when you guys
Well, as
present
long
it,
as
so
whatever,
that way we
if
can
that
make sure that everything is straight, everything is fair. So I'm not getting screwed out of anything, because I mean, I'm sorry. I know your company is, straight up with a lot of stuff, but lawyers are slimy sometimes. And they like to put in a lot of loopholes in contracts. And I just want to make sure, from my own standpoint, that I have a lawyer who's going to be looking over the paperwork and being able to make sure that my best interests are looked after. You get what I mean?
Of course I do. And like I said, if whatever you are comfortable with. So if you wish to have any witnesses or a lawyer at the scene during that time, it's definitely 100% okay. There shouldn't be any issues at all. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Now, one other thing. What was it? 5,000 a week?
Mm-hmm.
That was for the rest of my life, or for a year, or
Yep.
what was that?
Rest of your life.
For the rest of my life. Okay, so how exactly am I getting that?
Well, like I said, when they get there, they'll come over with all the necessary documents for you to sign, and then you can either select if you want to receive it via direct deposit into your account each month, or you want to receive it by check.
Okay, and the check would just be like mailed to me every month?
Yes,
Okay.
every week actually, not every
Or
month.
I'm sorry, yes, every week. I'm sorry, that's my mistake. So, okay, yeah, that sounds like it's pretty good. You guys will be flying into my state. You guys will. So it's a pretty long drive from the closest airport in my state to where I'm at. It's like a 3.5 hour drive. So
Okay,
just to
I
let you guys know, it's gonna take a while.
yeah. So with regard to the time, it may be delayed because you know how time works. Time waits for no one. So
we won't. It's not like they'll be able to knock on your door at exactly 3:30 p.m., but they'll try to work within a time frame.
Okay, okay, that works. So, what exactly are we going to be doing about paying or doing this? What was it? Claimer's receipt.
All right,
Like,
so
am I going to be
let me
getting
just check what's going
another
on with your barcode.
barcode, or
Let
is
me
there
just
another
check what's going
system?
on. Let me just check what's going on with your barcode. Let me see what's happening here on my end. All right. So, okay. So it actually just expired like 3 minutes ago. So it wasn't. It definitely was not expired. So I don't think that was a problem because it definitely wasn't expired.
Okay, is that
So
what I'm getting at is that is there another system to be able to do this? Because I don't want to be going to multiple different stores trying to get a barcode scanned and hope
right,
and
right,
pray
and
that,
we definitely would not
oh,
want you to
this
go
cashier
through that.
actually knows what's going on, or oh, this cashier doesn't know what's going on, so I gotta come back and try somewhere else, you know?
Alrighty then. So, like I said, we definitely would not want you to go through that, right? And with the fact being that the barcode in itself only just expired like 3 minutes ago, that definitely shows us that the barcode definitely was not the problem. All right. So what I will do at this current point in time is I'll do a review just to verify what's going on here. All right, I just want to check what's going on. I want to check what the problem
Okay,
is to
does
see
that
if
mean
we
you're gonna
can.
be putting me back on hold?
Yes, because I definitely have to check why, what other solutions we can work with, because we can do the
Okay,
barcode again
because
because it just
like
expired, so
nine
that
out of
wasn't a
10 times
problem.
so far, Spencer, when you've put me on hold,
Call
I've been
drops.
in hold purgatory, and I'm waiting there like 15 minutes, and the call eventually drops, and I don't
All
want to
right,
be put back there, and I'm sitting there forever, and nothing happens.
all
So
right. I won't leave you on hold for too long.
okay,
Just gotta check this real quick and make sure we can verify. So just hold on 1 minute.
okay,
All right, Carl. Again, sorry for the long hold. I was trying to do as best thorough review as I can, and again, from here, the information that I've received was that the situation occurred, and the problem was actually the Walgreens. Now, your cell phone. What type
oh,
of cell
so it
phone do you
was
have?
Walgreens that was screwing up.
Yes, yes. So it
Okay,
actually wasn't you.
like, were they not able to scan it correctly, or was it the cashier, or do you know what the problem was?
From my understanding here, what
Or
they've been informed.
would you be able to contact that Walgreens, or a Walgreens in my town, and be able to talk to them, to talk to a manager, to be able to get it set up? So once I get there, I just walk in and they already know what's going on, and they can just go ahead and scan me and get me good.
Well, like I said, what they said where the issue was, where it was definitely with the Walgreens, right? So, they said that their scanners have been giving issues. You're not the first to have had issues with the Walgreens, right? Are there any other stores that is like that you're familiar with that would be nearby?
Um, well, like Walgreens, because
Yeah, like
I believe I've got
Family
a
Dollar
CVS
or
pretty close.
you CVS, CVS Pharmacy. All right. Other than the CVS, what else is there?
Well, you said Family Dollar. We do have a Family Dollar here, yeah.
Okay, so Family Dollar or CVS. Uh, I think the Family Dollar should be best. Let me check. What about Dollar General?
No,
Is Dollar General?
our Dollar
Okay.
General closed down about 2 years ago.
Okay, so it's Family Dollar, CVS Pharmacy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see here. Family Dollar or CVS Pharmacy. Okay. Also, I think the Speedway gas station. The Speedway gas station. Is there any close by?
A Speedway?
Hmm.
Honestly, no, I don't think so.
All right, no problem at all. All right, so we were at Family Dollar, right, and CVS Pharmacy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one is closer, CVS or Family Dollar?
They're both kind of a drive, but I do have a CVS pretty close.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Let me see. CVS is available. And tell me something. Are you familiar with online platform payments like Venmo and Cash App, PayPal?
Well, I've heard of them, but I've never used them, and I don't want to use those.
I got you. I got you. I definitely do, and I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
really trust them, so I try to avoid those.
A lot of citizens don't. All right, so Family Dollar. Okay, so we were looking for a CVS. What about the 7-Eleven? Is there any of that close by?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so the 7-Eleven, CVS, Family Dollar. But the CVS would be the closest one to you.
Yeah. It's maybe another like block or two away from the Walgreens.
Okay, let me see. All right, from what I'm seeing here, uh, I don't think the CVS because I don't. All right, I don't want to have. I don't want you to have the same issue again. All right. So let me just verify that the CVS would be able to assist you first before we move forward. All right.
Okay, yeah, not a problem.
All right. So again, I'm sorry, but I have to place you on a brief hold for a short time.
Okay.
Sir Thompson.
Yes, I am.
Alrighty then, good. All right, so the CVS is definitely not going to work. The Family Dollar and the 7-Eleven, right? The barcodes for those stores they tend to expire a bit quicker because they're like 5 minutes. They're not as long as the others, right?
Okay, so
CVS won't
five
be able to
minutes,
help you.
you said?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I would
So I'm
not be able
guessing.
to get to either of those places in 5 minutes without breaking the law, and I'm sorry, but I am not about to break the law for you.
God, no, slow down, slow down. You don't definitely would not have to break the law. We would not require you to break the law, right? There are other solutions, right? What would happen
Well,
is when you get to the wall to the 7-Eleven or the Family Dollar,
but
you
I
can
thought
then
the
generate your
7-Eleven and
barcodes.
Family Dollar weren't available.
No, the CVS isn't available, right? The Family Dollar
Oh,
and the 7-Eleven, they expire within 5 minutes.
yeah, and I said those are not really an option for me.
And what I was saying to you is when you get there, when you get to the stores, you can reach out to it, reach out to the department. You can like pull up in the driveway and then you can receive your barcode. That way you'd have the time to move forward.
But there's a problem with that though.
Mhm.
I'm not connected to any kind of cell phone service like AT&T or
Mhm.
Verizon or anything.
Oh,
So
I get
I
you. So you
run
use
everything through
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
like right now I'm using a wireless cell phone service to make phone
Mhm.
calls because it's
Mhm.
cheaper and I don't believe in paying those cell phone services and everything. They usually try to price gouge you and everything. But I
All right. So
use
all right.
I, I use that, and as soon as I step outside my front door, I disconnect
Mhm.
from the router and I lose signal for everything.
Okay. All right. So that's definitely not gonna work. All right. So let me try to get back one for you that would work within the hour. Hold on. All right. Hold on a minute. Let me just. Right. I hope I don't lose you here. Hold on.
And honestly, if this way doesn't work, are there any other options like anything where I don't have to scan? Where like I can
Let
go
me.
and like pay someone like at a municipal building to be able to get this, or does it have to be a store that is sponsored by you guys?
Typically, it's normally stores that are affiliated with the consortium of manufacturers. I've never
Okay, so is
really.
it a possibility that like you guys can come up here and I can just hand you the cash because I can go down to my bank
Mm,
and get this
The
cash.
thing is,
That's
the
not
thing
a
is, you're
problem.
not. The
My
thing is,
bank is
you're not
open until
paying us.
about like 7 o'clock. So I can go down.
The
I
thing
can
is,
pull
the
out
thing is, right?
300.
Slow down,
No, I
slow
could
down.
pull out actually 280, and then be able to go and get change for some of that to be able to eventually just get enough change to be able to do the 263 that I owe.
All right, the thing is, you're not paying the publisher's clearinghouse, right? So that's the thing. You definitely will not be paying the publisher's clearinghouse, so you won't have to present the publisher's clearinghouse with any cash
Oh, I'm sorry.
whatsoever.
So who does this money go to then?
This money is actually going to the authorities of the state, so it's going to the Internal Revenue Service. That's why they want you to go through this channel, because if it was up to the publisher's clearinghouse, you'd be able to receive your barcode, right? To receive your claimer's receipt without having to
Okay,
go
so it's
through this.
going to the IRS, but you guys are provide. So if this were to work, and I go
Hmm.
to Walgreens, CVS, 7-Eleven, wherever, and I submit this, the 263 would go to the IRS.
Right. They're the one. They're the ones you're paying. You're paying the head of the state. The money goes towards the state of Arizona. It doesn't go to the publisher's clearinghouse. So you can't hand the price patrol cash, because the money is going towards the state of Arizona. That's why they want you to go
Okay,
through
so
this
is it
channel.
possible that you could just give me the phone number to the IRS and or to whatever department handles this with the official IRS in my state, and I can be able to call them and just give them my card number over the phone and be able to pay this directly to them? Or even
Uh,
better, I'm pretty sure we have an IRS office, maybe like an hour away. I can just drive down to the IRS and try to talk to somebody there.
Sure. Let me just see if I can gather the necessary information for you that you would be required to use to get this done.
You're
Is
getting
that
the what? I'm sorry.
No, what I was trying to do was I just tried to generate the required information that you would need to get this done, because I'm guessing that would be a much more simpler way for you to generate your claimers receipt. But we have to first ensure that you are able to generate your claimers receipt
Okay, but
in that
which way
form.
though? Because I gave like two or three different options, so I'm trying to figure out
Yes,
which
so
way are
that's
you
the thing.
talking about.
We're gonna see what works best. So we're gonna see if I can gather some information, right, to see if you can just travel down there and verify the details, or if you can even just call from the comfort of your home and just do
Well, I
do it
mean,
that way.
like I was saying, I'd honestly, Spencer, I would prefer to be able to just go down to the IRS office. We've got a main off, well, not main office, but we have a branch office of the IRS. Like, where is it? It's about an hour, 15 minutes away from my town. I can
Hmm.
drive there tomorrow morning. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I heard a click or something. I could drive there, and if you tell me what department I need to speak with, I can just talk with them and pay it directly to them because you were saying that I have to have that receipt, right? And I can't
Right.
exactly
So what
have the
I'm gonna do?
receipt if I call them, if I call the IRS and do it over the phone. I can't have that
Right. So
paper
let me.
receipt, so that wouldn't really work. So if you could find out what department I need to talk to, I could just
Yes,
drive
that's what
to
I'm
the
gonna do.
IRS building tomorrow.
All right. So let's hold on. Let me get that done for you. Let me see how best we can get that worked out for you. Hold on.
Okay.
Stay with me.
Okay.
House, Kenneth Spencer speaking. Whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hey, it's Carl. We talked yesterday.
Carl.
Carl Thompson.
Is there a last name? Carl Thompson. How may I assist you?
Well, we were talking about. Do you not remember? Do I need to do like a recap?
I believe so. I do correspond with a lot of clients. Mr.
Okay, not a
Thompson.
problem. You sent me the what was it, the scanner thing, the
Mm-hmm.
the scanner, and it wasn't going through a whole lot. And I went to Walgreens originally, and the clerk at the Walgreens wasn't able to scan it correctly. And I told you that when they were trying to scan it, they asked me, hey, where did you get this from? And I froze and I walked out. And when I got back home, I called you back, and you said that you were going to try to get a new one for a new store. I think you were saying something about like 7-Eleven or something like that, and possibly having me try there. Um, but somehow, some way, the phone call dropped, and I wasn't able to get back in touch with you because, just so you know, that teleprompt in the beginning of the phone call when I call you guys, it
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't always recognize people's voices, and it sends like 8 out of 10 times it sends people to an operator, and then the operator hangs up. So I've been trying to call you guys back like 4 or 5 different times, but I was able to finally get through today and talk with you to try to get this strained up so I could be able to receive my prize. I won $1 million and 5,000 a week for life. Does any of this ring a bell?
Of course, I now I think you have caught me up back to speed. Were you able to correspond with your lawyer? I do remember you saying something about having a lawyer. Did you talk? First of all, wasn't there a delivery date scheduled? When was your delivery date scheduled
Today.
for?
It was actually
All right.
scheduled for today at 3:30, so about an hour and a half ago, almost.
Okay. Okay, so obviously there's been an issue here. Let me check the profile. You said it was Carl Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Now, could you verify the zip code for me, please?
Yeah, it's
There you go. So I am seeing where there was a return request submitted. So obviously, due to the fact that you did not, in fact, generate a claimant's receipt, the price patrol was not granted access into the state. So they was not giving proper authority to travel through the state with this large certified cashier's check. Due to the value of the check, they would not be able to move through the state with this certified cashier's check without the proper authorization.
okay. So is that
Right?
moved through my state or moved through any
Right.
states? Because I
No,
mean, you were
move
saying
through the
last
state,
time
any
that
state
you
at all.
were that you guys are based out of New York, and
Yes,
I mean,
Jericho, New
there's
York,
a
correct.
lot of states between New York and Arizona. So I just want to make sure:
Of course,
is
of
it
course.
my state that's blocking you, or is it another state?
Yes, it was the state of Arizona.
Oh, okay. Okay, I wonder why they would block. I mean, Arizona's pretty loose with a lot of stuff, so I don't understand why
Yes,
they
a
would
lot of stuff,
block.
but like I said, due to the recent investigation into the Publishers Clearinghouse by the Federal Trade Commission back in 2021, there has been a lot of restrictions implemented
Wait,
by certain
what?
states.
There was a investigation?
Right,
What
there's an
happened?
investigation. Well, that's what I'm getting to now, right? There was a lot of questions with regards to our practices with because normally what we would do is we would just show up to your house, knock on your door, and hand you your check. Now, while most people would love that and most people sort of cherish that and enjoy that and were surprised in the moment, not everyone accepted it. And certain states like Arizona, Texas, a lot of these states, a lot of these citizens are very hostile, are very violent with someone showing up to their house without first being vetted or first being notified, right? So
Okay,
there was an
so people were
investigation into our
basically being
practices.
violent, like shooting at you guys with a pew
Not
pew,
necessarily,
or
not
like
necessarily, but
throwing stuff at you, or calling the
there was a lot,
cops, or like
not
what was it?
all of the above. So there was a lot of things that occur, right, that created this investigation, right? What happened was a lot of states, right? Most states, what they do is they have these restrictions implemented by the Federal Trade Commission. It's signed and stamped. The Federal Trade Commission deals in consumer fraud protection, right?
Okay.
So they stay on top of all of this. So, given the restrictions that have been implemented by these states, it is the only reason why you are even required to generate a claimer's receipt in the first place. Because, like I said, for some states, we're still able to just travel, show up to the door, knock on the door. Most states have picked up the practice, the same practice, where you gotta go through the proper channels, gotta go through the process. They're not allowing us to just travel through any state with this large check anymore, right?
Okay, so like, do you have to get a hold of? Well, I don't know. Is there an FTC division for every state, or is because I know there's usually some kind of variation of IRS building in most states. So, is there
Right,
like an
right.
FTC division in most states that you'd have to get a
In
hold of
some
to be able
states,
to take care of
no,
that?
no, not that the situation. The situation is once the paperwork has been submitted, the authorities of the state must be able to confirm that you generated a claimer's receipt. So once they're unable to prove that you actually have a claimer's receipt, they're not going to grant the Price Patrol authority to travel through the state, right? Which is why you
Okay,
must
and
have
when you
a
said
claimer's receipt.
authorities, like like the police, the FBI, if a state has an FBI division or branch in their
Not
state,
necessarily the
or
F, not
like
necess,
who?
not necessarily the police, right? Like I said, it's the authorities those who are in charge of the state, right? So you do
So,
know they
like the
have to go through.
governor, the
You're not
mayor of the
listening. That's a
cities,
problem.
or
If you would just
like
listen, would you listen? If
who?
you could
Because
listen, I'm getting to that, but you're not listening.
oh,
If you just listen and
okay,
calm
but I
down,
mean,
just listening
it's
to
a
what I'm saying.
simple answer.
Listen to what I'm saying.
It's a
Listen to
simple
what
way to
I'm telling
answer
you.
it. Is it like the mayor, the governor of the state, the what are they called? The Senate representative? Like who all would be doing that? I want to know
I'm with you.
because this way I can be able to, like, if it's a certain person that's elected, I could possibly try to get them not elected the next election cycle. And I mean, I have a lot of powerful friends that we could possibly get that done.
Am I able to speak now?
Oh yeah, you've been able to speak this whole time. I'm not going to
Thank
try to
you. I know.
restrict
I didn't want
your
to.
speech
Yeah,
because
I didn't want to interrupt you because
that
when you
I'm
talk,
very
I try
big
to
about
listen.
freedom of speech, and I'm not going to ever try to restrict when somebody is speaking unless they're being rude. Unless they're being rude or insulting, then I try to. But other than that, I will never restrict someone's speech.
Right, but I do try to respect any person I'm having a conversation with. So once they're talking, I just sort of let you talk. I listen. So then when I try to ensure that you're finished
Oh well,
talking
yeah, and
before.
that's the
You know what I'm
polite way
saying?
to be able to handle things is, one person
Of
talks, the
course.
other person listens, and then vice versa. That's the polite way to be able to handle it.
Yes, of course. Now, like I said, where I was explaining to you before I was interrupted that once they arrive into the States,
Oh, I
right,
wasn't
you
trying to
already know.
interrupt you. I want to make that clear. I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I was just trying to ask a question. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was trying to interrupt you.
Okay. As I was saying, once they arrive into the state, right, you do know they have to clear customs. It doesn't nothing changes with that situation, right? So they still have to travel through the proper channels, get
Wait,
vetted,
there's
make sure everyone's
customs for the states, for the individual states, because I
when
don't
they
think
land into the airport, don't they
there's
have to go through
well, for like
once they land?
international flights, like if they're coming from out of country, I
Right.
could see that. But you're in
However,
country. You don't need to go. Like I've flown. I think I told you this yesterday that
Mr. Thompson, Mr.
I
Thompson,
have
Mr.
family in
Thompson,
Maine, and
Mr.
I mean I've
Thompson.
flown to Maine before, and I've never had to stop and go through customs, especially if I'm like bringing stuff. Like if I buy something in Maine when I'm visiting my family, if I buy something there and I bring it with me to Arizona, I've never had to stop in customs to be able to get it checked. As long as it's inside the states, you shouldn't have to need to do that.
Can I go ahead now?
Oh yeah. Again, I'm not. I will never restrict your freedom of speech.
Right.
Right?
Again, I'm trying to explain this to you, but again, I keep getting interrupted. My apologies. Right. What I was saying to you
Oh,
again.
there's no
Right.
need to apologize.
Now I understand you've traveled. Now, have you ever traveled with a firearm before? Have you ever traveled with a canine or a firearm or
Yes, I
weapon?
have. Well,
Right.
with a
And you
canine,
do
yes. I've traveled with my dogs before, yes.
Right. And you do understand that once you're traveling with anything, right, with any substance, the value of the check is $1 million. They have to submit the proper documents in order for them to go through the state, right? You already know that. Once they arrive into the state, they got to provide the proper documents. Once the documents have been verified, everyone traveling with them has been vetted, then they're able to move through the state, right? Remember,
Well, yeah, I
there's
mean, there's
specific
documentation you have to fill out, but you don't
it,
have to go through
there's documentation
customs
that they have to
through
sit.
that. That's all vetted. You get all the documentation and everything for that, and then you talk to the flight people. They put the canine or the animal onto the plane. You fly to wherever you're going, and when you land,
You're
you
referring
can
to an
pick everything
animal,
up.
Mr. Thompson. You're
Well,
not
that
trying to
was the
listen to what
example you
I'm
gave
saying.
me.
You
You gave me you gave
you're
me a
not giving me a
firearm.
chance
You
to
gave
talk, and
me
that's a problem.
a
You're
canine.
not giving me a chance to
So
talk, and that's the issue. I'm not able
if
to
you're not
communicate
going to if you're
I'm
going to
not
give me
able to
the
fluently
example of a
communicate with
canine,
you. I'm
and I
trying to
have
communicate with you.
experience with this,
I'm trying to communicate with you,
I'm
but the
going
thing is,
to
you're just trying to overpower
say
me with
what
your knowledge of what
my
you know.
experience
You're
is with
asking a
this.
question, right? You're asking a question, and I'm trying to
Yes,
answer the
and
question. You're not giving me the opportunity to answer the question because I'm trying to explain to you how the process works. But whenever I start talking, you start talking, I'm interrupted, then it's like I got to start over again, and it's like it's a confusing situation for me because it's like I'm starting over again, and then I got to pick
well,
up where I
I'm
left off.
sorry, I'm not
It's
trying to
confusing.
confuse you with all of my questions.
So
I'm
all
just
I'm
trying to get
asking
my
you, all
questions
I'm asking
answered
you
with
is this.
it. It's
All I'm asking you is
so
slow down,
again,
slow
the
down, slow
original
down, slow
question,
down, slow down
who is
again,
the
slow
original
down.
authorities that are
Oh,
blocking you?
again, I'm trying to answer a question. All I'm asking you for is just be quiet for about 5 to 7 minutes, right? Let me just explain this to you so you can understand.
Okay,
After
but
that, you
it's
can
a
ask another
simple.
question.
I'll do my best.
Like I was saying, right? Once they are traveling through the state with the certified cashier's check that is for this value, they must present the documents for the reasoning that they're traveling through the state, right? Remember, this is a sweepstakes company, right? They must submit the proper documents, and once they arrive, everyone must be vetted, right? Once that has happened, once the documents have been reviewed and approved, that is when they're able to freely travel through the state with because they must be able to get they should be able to get a authority. It's normally like sheriffs that accompany them or allow them to find the residence that they're heading to, right? So they have to go through the proper channels. So once they submit the
Okay,
documentation,
but with this, it's with your example, like you said, a firearm or a dog. If you're traveling with a
you're
firearm
going
or a
back
dog,
again. This is
because
what you're
that's the
doing. You're
example
going.
you gave. That's the
Okay, and I
example
just
you
explained the
gave.
situation. You don't go
It
back
shouldn't
on. You
matter
don't need to go back.
if it's
You don't need to go
a
back on
if
the
it's a
examples now.
firearm
What you
or
should
if it's a dog or if it's my money.
and
It shouldn't matter which
it's
example. It's all pretty much
all
the
three
same.
situations
You're presenting the documentation when you board the plane. They load it onto the plane.
and
You
again, I'm
present the
trying to explain to you
documentation
that
when you do the
that
pickup,
is a different
and then
situation
you
and you're
move
not
on.
trying
You
to
move on
listen
with
to
your
what I'm
day.
saying to you.
It should
You're
be
talking
pretty
about an
simple.
individual.
And
You're referring
and
to.
along
You're
with this,
referring
you're
to.
also saying that the sheriff, like, is it